Alright guys, well it's Christmas Eve today, and we're having some warm weather here. We're approaching the 80s mark, so it's pretty warm for Christmas Eve. So we're supposed to get a slight breeze. There's a slight storm coming off the Gulf Coast, and we're supposed to get just a little bit of it, mainly cloud cover, but there could be some precipitation. So this wood right here is this was trip number 4, I believe. And all this stuff back here is stuff from last week, and it's splitting right down the middle too, just like all this other stuff. You could just literally break it apart. It's so dry and it's so dead. But yeah, so I'm gonna get this cut up today, just in case there's a little bit of rain. But let's go ahead and let's take a walk through the greenhouse. It's nice and toasty in there, and show you guys what's going on. So here's just a close-up of what that wood is, and you can see pretty much all of it has pretty much cracked and split. It's nice. It's good. It's nice hard wood. Eucalyptus is one of the best woods to burn besides oak. So let's take a walk through the greenhouse. You can see I have everything boarded up, and there's moisture and stuff. It's pretty toasty in there. So I'll get this opened, and I'll get this latched up somehow so that I still would like to devise a little latch to go on here. Okay, so inside the greenhouse, first off, let's check the temperature though. There's a thermometer gauge back here behind the tomato, and this may be harder to see than normal, but I don't know if you can see that red line. It says it's about 98 in here right now. So, and humidity down on the bottom looks like about 60%. So in here, radishes. These are there's a mixture of stuff in here, but I noticed it's so moist in here that mushrooms are starting to pop through. So yeah, there's mushrooms all over the place, but these radishes are doing good. They're starting to put little radishes on, and so you can see there's one right back in there. So, and these greens are nice and soft, and so these might be in addition to a salad or something. Kale, dwarf curled, it's doing pretty good. The carrots are doing, I think they're doing better than I thought they were, being that I didn't thin them out. But I'll give you a shot at what they look like down here. You can see there's a cluster of them. So I'm not sure what's going on underneath, but we'll see. Definitely smells like carrots when you walk in here. So this is a tomato plant. I have no idea what kind it is. So it's doing well. The orchid, we're getting some, I do believe we may have a flower coming in back here. I think it just thrives on this humidity. So I may put it in a different pot. I don't know. We'll see. The little herb thing is doing alright. Dill has a bunch of new growth on it, so that's pretty good. My tomato plant is kicking butt in here right now. So probably 2.5, 3 weeks ago, it looked like this, and now it has just full on gone crazy. There are tons of flowers on it. So I try to keep this door open during the day so that bugs can get in here and crawl around on the flowers and pollinate them and stuff. Cabbage, our little lonesome cabbage plant back there is This is our experimental cabbage to see if I could grow them in the greenhouse. The basil, I really need to cut this basil, purple basil and sweet Italian basil, but it has just done fantastic. It's already starting to go to seed. More basil, more basil, more basil. Here's another little volunteer tomato that came up, so I'll let this get big enough and I'll dig it out and put it in another pot. Our kale, there's some more kale, the fig plant, mint. I had to move the herbs in here because it was getting a little too cold outside for them, so I went ahead and moved everything in here, and it is doing fantastic. It is nice. You can see the humidity on the walls and on the roof, but everything's doing good. And if we go out here a little bit, this is our cabbage patch that has done fantastic. I'm trying to keep the rabbits off of them, but other than that, things are going good. It's warm, but I just gotta get this stuff
all right, guys,
before it gets wet.
That is pretty much all I have. I hope everyone's having a wonderful Christmas Eve and have a wonderful Christmas. I know we just hang out. Usually we have fire all day. Just hang out with family and do all that stuff. So have a wonderful, safe Christmas, and we'll probably see you guys after the first of the year. So have a happy New Year too, and we'll see you guys soon.